Yeah, obviously for the last, almost 10 years now, we've run the HEARTest Yard, and it's primarily been, a singular, center-based program with Levine Children's Hospital and our incredible partnership there back in Charlotte. And, even though a lot of the families and the patients from Levine Children's come from a wide range, within the Carolinas, we just thought at some point, what was that next expansion? And what was that next center that we could bring our program to allow it to become more of a regional reach? And it just made sense with MUSC being down here in Charleston and my wife and I spending a lot of time down here in Kiawah Island. With all of those connection points, we put it all together and we thought that was the logical next step.
Yeah, so I've been in Charlotte for the last 10 years and obviously followed Greg and his family's story through their trials and tribulations and their triumphs. Greg and I have gotten to know each other really well over the last year or so. We just got to talking and what he's been able to do with his foundation at Levine Children's in Charlotte, given our relationship with MUSC down here in Charleston, we both just thought it made the perfect amount of sense to introduce his team, his foundation to MUSC and their world-class children's hospital and start an ability to raise real money and awareness through our relationships here at Kiawah.
From that conversation, we put this event together as kind of the kickoff announcement of being in this market now and just continuing to spread the word of why we're here and what we do.
I think they did 9 or 11 transplants last year, heart transplants for kids. And these are people that would not be able to afford it or get it.
I mean, they do an amazing job, year in and year out, to providing these type of services for these less fortunate families.
Watching, just last night in the auction and people just being neighbors. We need more of that in life in general, with all the craziness that's going on. And I think just watching that and giving back, it's just beautiful.
Not only am I going to be playing a little golf, having a little fun, but raising awareness and raising some money.
The team here at Kiawah Island with South Street, to be partners with us alongside with MUSC to be able to host this event at the River Course in Kiawah Island is just, it's an incredible opportunity. It's a beautiful place. People love to come here. So we're very grateful.
It's so nice welcoming new people to Kiawah, having them see. It's just a perfect match. And with MUSC, it's a match made in heaven and it makes all the sense in the world.
The concert last night was a little bit different. We hadn't done that before. I love that. I think that's something that we're going to try to emulate and bring back to Charlotte. I think people love the social component of it, and this is just a change of pace.
I looked at some of the memorabilia that was there, and I thought, man, I didn't bring one of my guitars to sign as an auction item. And I thought, well, maybe I can auction off a live performance of a song. And so, as a result, we raised about $41,000. It was fun, and just kind of jamming with some of Hootie and the Blowfish guys. Just a lot of love and just energy.
I'm just a music buff, and I love all types of music, and being able to be in great company, and especially for a great cause, is always a great opportunity for me.
It all just came together, and it was such an amazing evening. And to have folks here to experience this and entertain and be a part of this, it's just truly special. When you think about spending your time and commitment, right, you want to find people that are just as equally committed to what they're doing. And getting to know Greg and Kara and their family, they've been through so much, and they've triumphed, and they're using their story to really make a difference, and they're committed to that difference. And when we look at a foundation, a charity to really back and support, when you have founders and folks like them that are so committed to it, it makes our job easier.
Yeah, so we're gonna follow a very similar kind of trajectory of our program back in Charlotte. When we first launched the HEARTest Yard, it was an in-home private nursing program. Every family that's discharged from Levine Children's, just like now when they're discharged from MUSC, when they are sent home from the hospital, we will provide them with nursing care, therapies, in-home health care that will be completely private, completely funded by us. and just allow these families to bring home their very critical children who are healthy enough to leave the hospital, but still need some extra hands and some extra attention while at home transitioning. And we think from there we can continue to scale it just like we did back in Charlotte, and hopefully one day we can bring the HEARTest Yard Congenital Heart Center like we did. So we think there's a lot of parallels, and we're going to kind of try to follow a similar path.
MUSC is best in class, and so you couldn't have a better partner from a medical perspective than MUSC.
I mean, Greg and his family done an amazing job, and the type of funds that they raise for this type of situation is amazing.
When you see that, you can't help but support that.
I don't know if I'm giving back, it's more they're giving to me. I called my wife immediately and I was like, what can we do as a family to give back even more because of what this organization's doing? Just to give life and sustain life is what they're sustaining life, and that's what I love about it.
You know, what Greg and I talked about, this is the first of many. And maybe it's not a golf tournament, maybe it is a golf tournament, but we want to do, from our perspective, we want to do whatever we can to help raise awareness for what they're trying to do. It's so important. It hits near and dear to us with kids, and so we're just really excited to support. So we hope this is the first of many. I believe it to be first of many, and then other items will come along as we progress forward.
For the first year, this is a huge success, and this is something that we look forward to doing for years to come.